Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw tips and tricks, and today's video is going to be about maybe not so much about how to make this, but how to put it together. It's a pretty unique design. The picture really doesn't do any justice, but it could actually fold inside of a. I think the same length would fold inside of a circle. It's so flexible, but it's still really strong because you've got quite a bit of meat of plywood there. Now, the only thing bad about this system is that it's got some edges on that edge and this edge. And I made this one last night and I added the top to it this morning to make it look a lot better and to have a divider in it so it would divide. And it could be a little taller. I made it as the same height as these in the background, but being that it's a little wider, it seems like everything's just kind of leaning a little bit too much. But anyway, here's the file, and feel free to use it. I'm going to post it on Epilog's Facebook page and another laser page. This is your main part of it. And if you wanted to make it taller, you could make it taller just by, but then it would throw off everything. So to make this taller, you'd have to grab both those and go this way. And you'd have to really kind of test it. That would should still work. That way it's 4 7/8 inches instead of 3.3. I actually was shooting for 3.5. That's why it's probably a little short. But I did take a picture of it after I glued it together just to kind of get this curvature, because it's not a perfect arch, and if you've watched some of my videos, you can actually place this item inside there. And I made it a little bit big, and because the thing actually flexes quite a bit. Anyway, you could cut all this out of a piece of plywood that's 24 by 5. And people with little lasers, you could cut it out of a piece that's 12 by 12. And I didn't mean little lasers, I just meant smaller ones. Anyway, so now the only thing you really need to do, and you need to watch, I have a video on how to test these joints. These joints ended up being a little loose for me. They were a little bit tight at first, but I'm just wondering if the flexibility of this, which I don't think could happen, kind of gave way or I did something wrong. So you could watch another video on mine on about how to move tabs, and you know what, I might make a second video today on that, on just a particular item. But anyway, so this is the bottom, and it's just going to glue in, so you've got a pretty good edge to glue it there. And I use CA glue, which is like super glue, and I actually have an accelerant that makes it dry like in seconds. But I used CA glue. It was a little bit messy, but it sanded off. I used yellow wood glue on this because it dries clear and is just as strong. But anyway, so you've got 5 main parts to this. You've got the front, you've got the back, this is the bottom, and then this piece you're going to want to glue. I like drawing everything in the center of the page. So if you can kind of imagine that, that's why you need to glue it pretty much right there. And I probably actually glued it a little bit more to the front. And then what happens, this ring, see if it'll color fill. Nope, I got a little leak in it. This ring will set down in the top of this joint. So you glue this on first, let it dry. And these are a little bit of a weird shape, but it's one important thing you need to think about. You could do 2 things. You could glue this part on first on your back. Now, I did not do that because these 2 joints need to be coming off pretty much at a right angle. And one, you get a good glue strength by having more material meeting. So it was a little bit tricky gluing these to a perfect right angle to each other. but I just laid over a stick and weighted it down and had me a corner, a sharp corner to glue it to. Now I did use CA glue on this. I would prefer, I was trying to do it too quick, I would prefer using yellow wood glue and just using masking tape or blue painter's tape. But anyway, after you've glued these two together, then you kind of put a little glue on just this surface right here and right here, mainly on this side. Well, you've actually, you're on this piece, so you're going to put it on this edge, and then that way it's going to be on the top and on the edge. Anyway, and if you're not a member of Epilogue's Facebook page, you can still go there and view the files, and there's a bunch of files. And if you don't want to go that, you can send me a message off this YouTube channel, and I will, with your email address, and I will email you the file. Anyway, hope that helped, and thank you for watching.